Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my little treasure trove of camping gear. This is where all the magic happens. This is where I keep all my kit. So yeah, I'm in here today to go through, as it says on the title, camping stuff for this year. Now, what I'm going to do in this video, it's not a comparison video. It is more of what I've chosen to take for 2026. And I'm going to explain the reasons why I've done that. And I know there's people out there are going to say, oh, it's not good for this, it's not good for that, what about this, what about that? But over the years, I have tried and tested several cook systems, as you've seen on our films, right from the early days up to the Jetboil, to the Soto Windmaster cook system. So I've tried it all, and as I'm getting older now and the national trails we want to be doing more of, I'm trying to lighten the load that I'm taking, and also trying to compact it down so it's a bit smaller, so we get more food and snacks in there. So yeah, this is my way of trying to reduce some of that weight and size. So I'm going to go through what we've got here. As you can see here, I've got various systems that I've used over the years, and like I said, it's not a comparison video. I'm going to look at the size of the other cook systems in comparison, using that word, I know, to the one that I have chosen for this time. I'm going to look at weight as well. I know it might only be a few, maybe 100, 200 grams or whatever, but every little gram helps. I'm not doing the ultralight thing. I think that's just batshit crazy, but there are those that prefer it like that. But yeah, we are going to look at the weight and compare what we have here and just see. You can see my kind of thinking. So yeah, let's have a look at it. Right, so I've laid out what I've got here. We've got the obviously the Soto Windmaster itself on its own, because this doesn't fit in any of these pots, so it would have to be a separate thing. I've also got the OEX cook system. We used this on the West Highland Way and up in the mountains when we did those camps. Brilliant cook system, yes, superb. And there's the good old Jetboil Flash. Now, we have used this many times over the years, and it has been absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I use this on the Coast to Coast and the Cumbria Way and various other wild camps. Brilliant cook system. There's the Soto Windmaster, sorry, the MSR, correct me, MSR cook system with the Pocket Rocket 2 stove in there. Again, another brilliant cook system. But yeah, so this is just a titanium pot. So we're just going to compare the size of, see the difference there between that one and that one. So this is the one I'm using this year. We'll get that out shortly, but I just wanted to compare with the rest, the Soto, the OEX, the Jetboil, the MSR, and the one I'm going to be using this year. So I'll get all these out and we can have a look at them. Right, so first we'll look at is the Soto Windmaster. Yeah, it's a great little stove, but like I said, it doesn't fit in any of these pots. Even the 750mm one, it doesn't fit. So you need to pack that separately. When things are packed separately like stoves, they tend to get sort of maybe a little bit broken or bent or whatever. So yeah, the Soto Windmaster, brilliant stove, but for that reason, where I can't put everything into an individual pot like this, I've said no to that. So that's why. Then we've got the OEX cook system. It's quite big and bulky, but it does, you can boil like noodles and everything else in there, and it's quite a good, it is a good cook system, don't get me wrong, and you can do a lot more with that. But again, it is quite big and bulky. Same with the Jetboil. The Jetboil is superb. Like I said, you can cook in it, put your noodles and everything else in there, or cook whatever you want in there. Yeah, and you've also got the extra bit there which sits on top of this, so you can put pans and stuff on and and cook that way. Then we've got the MSR. Again, you know, similar kind of system. Everything packs into there, and we got the grip handles for the pot. But yeah, good system. But yeah, so we'll have a look at the one that I picked. Right, so here it is. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So yeah, it's obviously, you know, take it out of the bag first. These bags are really good. Keeps everything together. So put that over there. And I put this little band on it just to keep the lid on. Now these little titanium pots, they're really good, really lightweight. This one is a 750ml, and in here we've got the stove. So the stove that we've chosen is the BRS stove. I mean, this thing is absolutely tiny. Right, so there you go. This is it. I mean, it literally fits in the palm of your hand. Tiny little thing. And we'll just wait for you. Let's get the scales on. Right, so there's the scales. You can see I don't know if you can see the 0 there. Pop them on the scales. There you go, 26 grams. That's all this little tiny thing weighs. I mean, it's next to nothing. Like I said, it comes in this tiny little bag, and fits perfectly in the cup there. I've got a little silicone finger guards, really, so because when you're cooking, these things get really hot. Obviously my fire lighters, which I use all the time, and then your gas canister goes in there, and obviously you've got your gas canister stand, for the want of a better phrase, and yeah, so everything all fits in there. It's a really good stove. I mean, I've used it out hiking, you know, making a brew and stuff. I'll just set this up and then I'll come back to you. Right, I've got this all set up now. It's on the gas there. So what I'm going to light this, and then I can show you well, there you go, look. I mean, that pot fits lovely on there, so you can cook whatever you want in there, and make a brew or whatever, noodles or whatever else it is you're doing. I mean, it's really sturdy on there. So yeah, right, let's light it. There we go. I mean, that's open on full now, and yeah, that gets really hot. And I mean, yes, it takes longer to boil than what a Jetboil would, or the MSR or the Soto Windmaster, but for what I need it for, it's perfect, because I only boil water for the dehydrated meals, or I make a brew or whatever. So yeah, brilliant. And we can turn it right down as well. You know, brilliant. Right, so that's that really. You know, it does what I need it to do. Like I said, this is all about my personal preference. You know, it's not going to fit what everybody else wants to do. It's you know, everybody has their own ways of doing things, and they have their own, you know, routines or whatever. But for this year, for me, that is going to be absolutely brilliant, because, you know, it packs down so small and it's so lightweight. We'll just go through the weights of each system now, and you'll be able to see how different it is in comparison to all the others. So yeah, let's have a look at that. Right, let's have a look at the Soto Windmaster first. There's a 0, pop them on there. 285 grams, and then we need a pot, obviously. Put that on the top. And then we're talking 368 grams, which isn't too bad, really. Let's have a look at the OEX cook system. 556 for that. These are all full gas canisters, by the way, so you know, there's no difference between gas weight. So 557 for the OEX. For the Jetboil, 581 for that one. Let's have a look at the MSR cook system. Sorry, just bear with me. And obviously we'll need the pincers on the top as well to be, you know, completely That's 376 all that for the MSR. And right now let's have a look at the BRS, the tiny one I've just shown you. That's that with its pot on. Look at that, 289 grams all in. So less than the others. I know it's only a matter of about 100 grams from one or two, but every little gram helps. Right, so there you go. I mean, like I said, that's just for you know, information purposes, just letting you know what I'm using this coming season. I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's only a matter of 100 grams or so less than the MSR, but I'm just going for, you know, less space, packs everything else in there, so I've got everything I need in that little pot, and yeah, just make some extra room, and, you know, get a little bit of less weight. Like I said, there are, I mean, cooking stoves these days, it's an absolute minefield out there. And, you know, anybody who goes, who's just looking into doing wild camping or national trails, when you go to places like Go Outdoors and Millets and Blacks and everybody else, and you speak to them and say, look, I'm after a camping stove. To be honest, a lot of the staff won't have a clue. You know, they won't ask what you need it for, what you'll be doing. So hopefully this little film will help you out in choosing your own particular stove. But like I said, I've learnt and I have the experience of years of doing national trails and wild camping that I know what works for me and what doesn't. But these stoves, all of them are superb, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I'm trying to get smaller, I'm trying to get lighter, and I think that the BRS one, like I said, I've used it for day hikes, for, you know, just making a brew and stuff, and cooking Erica's a dehydrated meal I did on New Year's Day, I think it was, or the day after. So she had that, and I used that, and it was -5, -6, and it performed beautifully. So yeah, so we're happy with that. That's this year's plan. So I think that's about it. I'm sorry I've waffled so much, but I'm not used to doing these review videos. I'm not keen on doing them, but I just thought I wanted to share that with you. What I might do next time is go through what mattress I'm going to be using this season. I've got a new Neo Air X-Lite from Thermarest. Last year I used the Rapide SL from Big Agnes, and we've also got the Rab one. So I'll just have a look at them and look at the sizes and weights of them if you like. And I'm going to look at tents, what tents I'm what tents I'm looking at this year, whether to use the Trekking Pole one, whether to use the Fox One Ultralight or the MSR NX1 again. So yeah, so I'm debating those, and I'll come back to you with them. But so I think that's it. Sorry I've waffled so much. And if you've reached this point of the film, thank you so much for watching and for your patience. And we will see you next time when we're out on the fells. So from my little Aladdin's cave of camping gear, take care and bye-bye.